He gets to the free throw line, and nobody prompted him to say anything. Nobody came at him and said, you got to say a word. Just make 2 free throws like you did when you were playing AAU basketball years ago. That's all you got to do, big dog. Shut your trap and let's hear swish and swish. Instead of hearing swish, you know what they heard? Bouncing the ball, pounding the rock. And he just looks over. I'll make them both. Nobody said anything to him. Nobody asked him for that. I'll make them both. Well, first one, clank. Now you're in your own head. Second one, clank. Now you're not even in your own head. You want to be out of the building, want to get away. One of those moments, right? So they go into overtime, and guess who loses? The Boston Celtics. In particular, you, Grant Williams, you lost the game for them for trash talking. That made me start thinking, what's up with trash talk? I always wonder, why do people trash talk? I've never been in that situation with the game on the line and it's up to me to win the game. It's pretty hard to do that in football in the first place, right? The ultimate team sport. Maybe the kicker could understand that. The game's on the line. I make this kick. Obviously, we win the game. But me being a defensive end, that's never been the case. That's never been the scenario. But when you talk about trash talk, where does it really come from? Because we all know actions speak louder than words. So why in the hell you up there woofing? Why in the hell you up there saying anything? Just make the play. That's going to speak volumes versus your little words, the little subject and predicate you put together to try and intimidate me. But I've always known that trash talking is something that you do that you're trying to either convince your opponent of, or really, are you talking to yourself? It's something that you may be acting like, yo, I'm trying to stunt on you, but really you're trying to prop yourself up. It's an interesting conversation, right? Because I've been in games before where people have trash talked me. I give you one example that kind of really hurt. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was like my 10th year in Jacksonville. And I'm going against this rookie offensive lineman from the Tennessee Titans. And I ain't gonna lie, he handling me. He doing what he gotta do. That's the reason why I retired that year. One of the reasons, right? He just taking me all over the field everywhere he wants to go. And finally, one of the plays, he's walking back to the huddle. He's like, damn, Wiley, what happened to you? I grew up watching you. You fell off. And I was like, wait a minute. What is going on? What just happened to me? Am I the same guy? I'm checking the jersey number. I'm checking the back of it. It still say Wiley? Yes, but I am not the same guy. Was he trash talking to intimidate me, or was he trying to prop himself up? Remember, he was a rookie. And remember, I was the man coming down the hill. So I was looking at that situation like, really interesting. But I think most trash talk actually comes from a place where you feel so confident that you feel like you're in that zone, like nothing could go wrong. So you're speaking from a place of confidence / maybe cockiness, but it's just to let everybody know what you're feeling on the inside. But the reason why more people don't trash talk is just because they're scared. It's fear-based, right? Who wants to be Grant Williams after saying, I'll make them both, and then you clank both of them, right? Who wants to be the guy out there saying, oh, you know I'm going to make this kick, and then you miss that kick? Because no one's perfect on that field. No one's perfect on that court. That's why you don't see so many guys shoot the ball and look away like we know that's made, even though the guy knows he can make that shot. It's a fear-based equation. You're sitting there trying to let the world know something before it happens. And none of us are psychics, but we know sometimes you can get into that zone. You can get into that Bruce Leroy glow where you're like, I can't be stopped. By being in that zone, how come you don't just articulate that? Well, Grant Williams felt like he was in that zone. He felt like he was in that special place. But based on the results, that's why most guys don't trash talk. Thought it was an interesting conversation, interesting moment. Obviously, his boys probably picked up his spirits after the game. And as soon as he felt good about himself, oh, they crushed his ass. They're like, dog, how in the hell you going to go up there and say you're going to make both free throws and miss them and we lose the game? That is the way sports goes.